Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin is a former U.S. Army officer who served as the Chief Army Scientific Advisor to the Atlas program. After the Atlas program was shuttered due to its purchase by Hugo Stolz, Oberlin was kept on as the security chief of Vault 63, where he survived the Great War and became a ghoul. He appears in person in Fallout 76, introduced in the Skyline Valley update, and depending on the actions of the Vault Dweller, he may become the new overseer of Vault 63, or he may be killed by Audrey Stolz. Pre-war Oberlin was born on February 5, 2025. He is allergic to shellfish and peanuts. He was 52 years old at the time of the Great War, and is now aged 80 as of 2105. In late January 2076, Oberlin replaced the previous advisor of the Atlas program, Major Kirk Bentley, after the program fell behind schedule and Bentley was deemed unfit for the role. Oberlin was given a deadline of April to produce scalable results for weather control, or the project's funding would be cut. Under Oberlin's supervision and the threat of cut funds, the project produced significant localized area effects, and it was granted continued funding under the condition that more research is invested in high-energy weather conditions. The project met its goals, even producing near whiteout blizzard conditions in mid-August. Oberlin was impressed with the project's progress and had hoped it would become a valuable asset in the war against China. However, the program was supposedly shut down shortly after being approved and funded for military purposes, and Oberlin was subsequently ordered to falsify all of the Atlas program's data to make it appear as if it had failed. While the program director, Dr. Isaac Hammond, was greatly angered, he could do nothing to stop it. What he did not know was that the program had been purchased by Hugo Stolz of Stolz Enterprises for his own ends, purely as a last-minute sales pitch to help convince the Vault-Tec board to make him an overseer. For reasons unclear to Oberlin, Stolz considered him important for the transition and kept him on as Vault 63's chief of security. Oberlin made it clear to Stolz that he was loyal first and foremost to the U.S. Army and only second to Stolz's business, and would be reporting on Stolz's progress with the machine to his associates in the Army. Stolz did not mind this, and so Oberlin stayed in Vault 63, where he survived the onslaught of the Great War. Because much of Vault 63 was left incomplete at the time the nuclear bombs struck, Oberlin was transformed into a ghoul like all others in the Vault. He has since been trying to make the best of a bad and deteriorating situation, including the Vault's desperate research to stop feralization, and later the weather accident and subsequent earthquakes, which left the majority of the Vault population as lost, cut off most of the Vault's sectors from each other, and left their entrances exposed. What Oberlin has not told anyone, apart from a select few members of his team, is that he believes he is still in contact with remnants of the U.S. military, reporting on the Stolz family's actions in and around Skyline Valley, both positive and negative. He is willing to bring in military intervention if he deems that the Stolzes have gone too far, and regularly has trusted subordinates send out reports to U.S. Army remnants using High Knob Lookout as a drop site. However, he does not know that even this is a lie. No such Army remnants exist, and the subordinates Oberlin sends simply take a break at the lookout and then bring his reports back to Stolz himself. Stolz claims that he runs the deception in order to keep Oberlin focused and prevent him from breaking down mentally,